am a Crane practitioner. What does that mean? Crane Practitioner and Crane Magic is my own creation. My spirituality and practices are inspired by a blending of traditions, but my experiences are what shape it. My process and practice is made of 3 core crafts, 3 core processes. The first is perspective. This entails learning and studying from a variety of angles and viewpoints: history, science, anthropology, archaeology, philosophy, mythology, hypothesizing, theorizing, understanding movement and blending of people, culture, and tradition over the course of time, language and its evolution, and listening to opposing viewpoints. If you are only hearing similar views, you are only seeing one part of a whole. Perspective shapes our personal reality and our experiences. The second, experimentation. In order to find out what works for us, what resonates for us, our personal truths, we have to evaluate, take a deep dive into ourselves, and experiment. Yes, there will be failure, but as long as we also gain something, it's not really failure. Without experimentation, we are only following another's path and dogma, not shaping our own. This is where we develop and explore our personal dogma, our faith, our morals and ethics that we devise for ourselves. The third is authentic self, our spiritualism, our practice. This is where we take everything from the 2 processes above and live it, where we live our personal dogma, beliefs, faith, morals, ethics, our practices, every moment of every day. These are never-ending steps. Think of them more like cycles. As we grow, as we learn new information or see new perspectives, we should be evaluating and taking a critical look at what we created, ensuring it still holds true for us now, clearing out what no longer serves us, making adjustments where needed, and so forth. I actually encourage at least a yearly process of doing this type of deep reflection, no matter what your beliefs are. These processes also symbolize the cycle of life, death, and rebirth for me, which is a core pattern for all my beliefs. I see this pattern in life, growth, tasks, projects, and so forth. As I am devoted to the Morrigan, I see her main aspects in this cycle: rebirth as sovereignty, life, war and battles, death, prophecy. These 3 aspects of hers go very deep and have much more complexity than mainstream or current society appears to see. One example of this is war. War is about guardianship, knowing how and why to guard with respect. Battle is knowing what to fight for and how to fight with integrity and respect. Peace is compromise, understanding true exchange and balance, and creating it through respect, integrity, and authenticity. One building upon another in a cycle. The crane represents this cycle of life, death, rebirth, being of land, of water, and of sky, all at the same time. There is a theory that crane magic, a practice, ancient practice, existed in the Isle of Man and in Ireland, but only hints at it and no real information. This is what inspired the name of my practice. It's not a doctrine to be followed, but more of a basic outline others can use while creating their own path, and a space where community can come together under, your community that you build. Personal experience and developing your beliefs is a paramount key to this. If you are not developing your own path, your own dogma, your own structures, your own beliefs, then you are only trading one control system for another. That is why I think people that leave the Christian type religions, but then end up just following another. Religion is supposed to be a space for community, where like-minded people can come together, share with each other, learn from each other, support each other, encourage each other. This, I think, was the intention of religion. What it has turned into is dominance, a way to control what others think or do. Gods do not belong to a religion. Their domain is beyond it. Religion uses gods to draw their people together. I think this distinction is crucial. People can tell you what to believe all day long. You can go through the motions, but you will never really connect until you experience it yourself. Your experience may also look vastly different than mine. That's great. We come from our own pasts, our own perspectives, with our own needs and lessons we need in order to grow. Ancestor work and divine are core aspects for me. Both are way too much to really explain here, but I'll give a high overview. I personally work on a blood ancestor level. Others choose different paths. That's great, and it's not wrong. Mine is based on the idea of an ancestral soul, the part of the soul that lives on beyond this life, carried with us from birth to death, passed through lines, and added to by each person it inhabits. Where skill, memory, knowledge, emotion is passed and blends with each new host, growing and evolving with each new host. Because I believe this, bloodlines are important to me. Not in a domineering or elitist way, because of how I see the ancestral soul connection to me. Deity, gods, goddesses are guides for us. Some come in for a specific lesson we need in order to grow. Some may walk our whole journey with us. Too often people get stuck in the worshiping as a domineering aspect, a very Christian view. And they miss the partnership aspect. I am dedicated to the Morrigan. I am her seneschal. I prefer this to the word priest or priestess. This does not mean blind slave servitude. It is instead more of a partnership. Yes, I have work, service work, more than what I really hear people talk about, but perhaps this is just my experience. I also get things in return for this work from her that I need. By viewing it as a partnership, it creates a whole new level of depth to my feelings, my work, my devotion, our relationship. Gift is never just giving. It is always an exchange. I have been on my path for over 3 decades now, studying, learning, experimenting, and I am always growing and evolving. My ideas and understandings are doing the same. Who I was 30 years ago, 10 years ago, 1 year ago, even a month ago has changed. I go through periods of each, the cycles, over and over again. I have moments of massive spiritual growth and understanding. I also have deep periods of evaluation and questioning. The path of a crane practitioner can be applied to any practice, any religion, any path, any eclectic, because it is not a set of rules. It is a guide to help you grow your own rules. It is a way we can show up together in a common space, because it is built with respect, integrity, and authenticity. I can share my experiences, my views, my perspectives, what I have created from this, and you can use them. You can alter them. You can reflect on them, or you can completely ignore them. Some may fit, some may not. Some may inspire your own exploration, and some may feel completely wrong to you. None of this is wrong. It's only wrong if you are living and following what is not your authentic self, or what holds you back from your own personal growth. Even though this is my creation, anyone can be a crane practitioner in their own way, along their own path. It's not something that is owned, but something that we grow. One last thing, and something that I hope everybody can really grasp: I am not an expert. Expert implies I have reached a top point or am superior to others, which is completely untrue. But as I am always learning and growing, even from new people, because they have some great new eyes and perspectives to bring, I will never reach a point where I claim anything more than being a lifelong learner and explorer. I hope this gives some understanding of who I am and what my practice is built on.